Well, we could be entering a brave new era, the end of the breastaurant. That's right. Add another institution to the millennial hit list. Turns out young people aren't frequenting Hooters and Twin Peaks, among others. Apparently, the chains are closing locations every year and are trying to find new ways to attract millennial clientele. So, DBL Nation, before we discuss, we need your take. Hit us up at dblvote.com. Is it time for breastaurants to go away? Erica, what's your take on this?
Well, I am a former Hooters girl.
Yeah, you're wearing the colors today. You're taking this to the grave, huh?
Mild, medium, hot, TMI, Daytona, naked, but whatever. Anyway, yeah, I don't really see this being, I know that people get so up in arms about Hooters. I mean, I turned out okay. If you don't want to turn out like me, don't work at Hooters. It's totally fine.
It helped you pay your way through school.
Absolutely, and my parents used to come in. At first, my dad was like, "What?" And then he came in.
How many drinks did your dad have before he went in there?
No, he came in, and I think the thing is, before you walk in, you have this perception of what's happening inside. But when you walk in, you realize it's just another family restaurant.
It really is.
And on top of it, what were my parents supposed to say? I was a full-time student. I had 2 jobs, and I was paying my own rent and cost of living. So you hustle the way you can.
Yeah, you hustled. You hustled, girl.
Well, I mean, I don't have a problem with Hooters. I think that people, the way they dress on the streets is way more revealing than Hooters. Plus, they play the UFC for free there, so I'm an occasional frequent of Hooters. But would you let Sophie, if she grew up, if she said, "Mom, I want to work at Hooters," how would you feel about that?
That's a tough one because listen, I worked in an itty-bitty outfit at a bar, and it paid my way through school, and it made me the hustler that I am today because I had to scrap for what I got. But I don't know. The back of my mind is like, God, I'd rather you work in a bookstore. But then Al brought up to me earlier and said, but Sam, maybe that would balance her out just like you needed that hustle in order to get where you are today. So I don't know. Yeah, ideally, I would want to see Sophie clothed until she's 25 years old.
Right,
and working in a bookstore, pushing her glasses up. But maybe that's not fair of me, and I got to call myself out.
I'm just going to say this. Like, I just think we need to stop basing things on millennials. There are other people on this planet. Millennials all look good. They're in the prime of their lives. Look, some dudes are 40 years old and they have an hour for lunch and they want to talk to a pretty girl.
Yeah.
That's what it is, to just have the attention of a pretty girl, and they're willing to eat disgusting wings to have it. You know?
I love Hooters wings.
We are divided. It's 53% yes, 47% no. All right, thanks, DBL Nation.